What's up? Mm-hmm. Something. Hmm. 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 Does it not? Who knows? It's freaking screwy, dude. It's freaking cold. Oh, man. Hold on. Crap. Ay, ay, ay. What's up? Psst. Just gonna start a new thing. Somehow, even with it off, it still sends through. So why is Streamlabs still functioning? When I end a stream, why is it still function? That's kind of weird, but I don't know. It works. What? What works? What, chat wasn't working? Oh, it was working in the beginning. Right? It's definitely working in the beginning. That Romeo freaking guy showed up. I don't think he's 10 years old. Not at all. Not with the shit he's telling me. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I played like Among Us or whatever with the kid once before, but I don't know. I need to smoke. That story stuff in that Genshin is like, it's okay, but it's a little mind-numbing, slightly mind-numbing, right? It's just so long and drawn out, like smaller sections. It's too much. It's like a non-stop freaking thing. So I don't know. Let's see. You come show off. Just waiting to see nephew and new fiance come show off her bling. Yeah. How old did you say they were? Hmm. Hmm. Yes, it makes sense. Oh, man, I keep getting like a chest pain on this one side, like right here. It's weird. Like every once in a while, it's like a poke. It's like somebody's stabbing you in a freaking rib. Nope, not really. Mm-mm. Mm. Pretty much, yeah, only when I move. Or sit slouched over, like hunched over like this, then it hurts. So it helps to keep it open, right? It's a posture pirate and it keeps stabbing me. broken ribs on that side. I don't know, I think so. Like cracked them. They didn't break. Heating pad. I don't own a heating pad. I don't believe in putting heat on things. Blowtorch. There you go. I'll warm a piece of steel. Rub that on my chest. Can't spray paint. Point to the pain. Point to the pain, like right here. Right here. Right, like, yep. Yeah, somewhere like that. It's a thing. Who knows? Probably slept on it wrong or something. I don't know. Oh, feels better just to stay stretched out. When did it start? Like, I think like yesterday or something or whatever. I think yesterday. I think I did anything weird. I don't know. It's probably nothing. Probably moved wrong, pulled something. Who knows? Could try a hot towel. I guess so. Or I could just grab my cat and lay on him. He'd like that for a few seconds and then he'd be like, get off, dude. Be like, come here, my little heater. Come here, buddy. Right. Fair enough. Yeah. Have hair everywhere. Petting him, freaking fluffy thing. Can't believe he ran in here and like hid under the bed. It's like his go-to spot, right? He likes to disappear. Sometimes you just can't find him. And he was wedged under the bed. Like the box spring used to have like that fabric that they put underneath the box spring, right? And evasive maneuvers, yeah. So he tore like a hole in it so he could get up into the box spring. And, well, did he do it or I don't think it was him. I think it was the other two cats we had before when we had Max and Bella. Max actually listened. He's probably one of the better cats, right? He was definitely easier to train, and he listened. Really listened. You could get him to stay in one spot, put food in the dish. I could walk away from the dish, and he wouldn't go to it till I snapped my fingers. Like, this cat was smart. This one, he's too much of a glutton. He's got to eat right away. You could put it in there, and he's like, I can't wait. I gotta have it now. I need it now, please. So he just like runs over there and eats it. But so topics. Heath bars. They're cheaper in a bag than buying them as bars. And they don't come with all the chocolate on them. They're so good. Usually comes out of the bed. I'll grab the whole bed and I'll pick it up and I'll shake the crap out of it. And he'll go running. He didn't do it this time. So whatever. This is so good though. What's up there, viewer? How's it going? Are you frozen in movement? Oh, I was once crafty with the wordage, right? I think when I was in high school. Yeah, that's when I was. Since then, things have become a little slower. Maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is, right? It's funny. 5 days. 5 days, fool. And this almighty Thor hammer is supposed to come down from Twitch. Freaking bang! Just freaking lay him out, right? Is that what's gonna happen? Who knows? We'll see. Maybe I just want somebody to talk to, right? I feel like that's what it is, right? Like people that are tormentive and bullies, right? These kids have to deal with. Um, Honestly, they just want a friend. That's what it is, I think. They lack that, and they feel like the only way that they can get attention is to act like a fool. It's so stupid. Makes absolutely no sense, right? And they're generally your jokesters um, in school. They're the ones that joke around or try and get attention or try and say weird, awkward things or whatever it is. And it's like, just, why can't you just be normal? Or maybe that is your normal. Maybe you're you, I guess. I guess that's you, right? Hmm. It's a thing, I think. No, I know. Um, One kid I went to school with that was a bully of sorts. He had a few friends. He was still a bully to them too. Um, and they would go back and forth at tormenting each other. And I'm like, wow, that's not very much of a friendship there, right? But anyway, this kid, from what everyone could see, you knew he had a terrible home life. Like, you knew his parents were on drugs, didn't give a fuck. Um, he lived in a terrible community. Just, oh, but so this kid tormented just about everybody, right? And then one day, like for years, one day in seventh grade, I would say he was our science teacher, and he was the tallest dude. I think he was a coach of some sort, or an assistant coach for like baseball. I think he was a baseball coach. one day he did something super ignorant. I can't remember what it was in science class. And he wasn't a dumb kid. Like, he was in a little bit higher level science class. And the teacher was like, enough is enough. And he took him out in the hallway and he had this freaking paddle, right? And he clobbered this kid's butt. Like, he gave him a spanking that he freaking needed. Well, that kid never fucked around again. He never fucked around again. And then I guess his parents got upset and they took him out of school. Well, I seen this kid, right? Or he's an adult now. He's still a scummy piece of crap. He's still running around with freaking idiots doing stupid stuff. I'm like, wow, it was preordained. You were always just going to be a piece of crap, dude. But hearing this kid like scream in pain from getting his butt beat was like, yes, right? For him torturing everyone else, it was like finally he gets to pay back, right? Finally everyone else gets to see him tormented, right? Gets to see this kid in freaking pain and see him get his butt beat. And quite honestly, everyone loved it. Everyone, and it was like two grades, right? Like, well, not two grades, but two separate. So we had our grades were so large that they were actually split into two communities. So basically, like, we had two communities of like 45 kids or so. And, like, everyone was like, fuck yes. They're like, did you hear what happened? Like, it was like big news. They're like, yo, you remember so and so? Like, he got his ass beat today. And we're like, no way. You're serious? They're like, yes. Like, I'm like, oh, that was what that screaming was? Right? It's like, yes. You're just such a little shit. Right? Oh my gosh. We're so funny. Mm. And I didn't even care that his parents took him out of school. Like, it's like, thank God. Yeah, take him out of fucking school. Because he was tormenting kids to where they couldn't even learn. Right? Should have fucking took your kid out of school a long time ago. Maybe if you would have paddled your kid or corrected him, he wouldn't have turned out like a little shit like he was, right? Oh my gosh, that was priceless. I remember that paddle. Called it Big Green. And the man, he's like, he told us in the beginning, he's like, I will not tolerate bullcrap. He's like, if you mess up in my class and it's severe enough, you'll get this. And he would pull that paddle out, right? And like tap it on his hand or whatever. But it would sit in a corner. He never touched it. Like, yeah, stupid. Yeah, and you wonder why you have a bunch of little ignorant shits running around, right? Doing the stupid shit they're doing. But, oh, that, him, him crying about, no, like getting his butt beat is just, bliss for anyone that was ever tormented by this kid. Absolute bliss. It was like, finally he gets to be a miserable little shit, right? Perfect. Fucking payback. Karma, motherfucker. Karma. Oh my gosh. That was so funny. Yes, absolute sweet justice for his victims. Absolute. Best thing ever. He had an example made out of him. And you know what? The rest of the school year went so smooth. Like his little buddies that he hung out with, he had like two other little shithead buddies, right? They didn't they didn't even torment anybody anymore because they were like, I'm not, yeah, fuck yeah, he's a hero teacher. Fuck yeah, definitely was. Yep, definitely. He was a great teacher to begin with. Like, if you had issues or whatever, like, the guy really took a lot of time. Like, yeah, that was awesome. Oh my gosh, I wish I had that. Like, oh, to have today's technology from back then and be like, this is what happens when your kid's a little fucking shit. This is what needs to happen, right? Yeah. They couldn't have removed him from the school at a better time. No sweeter sound exactly. If we would have had to deal with him um, all the way up into high school, that'd have been freaking misery, right? Everyone from the bottom of the totem pole all the way up, we're glad to see this kid disappear. Kids like that should be ripped out of school, right? If you want to be a tormentive, disruptive um, piece of crap, right? That's all it is. Something somewhere is making you that way. Partially, probably because your parents don't give a shit either. Um, he didn't straighten up. No, he's running the freaking streets, probably freaking. I could tell what the crew he was running with when I saw him. I'm like, because I seen his face and I was like, oh, that's so and so. I'm like, wow, he still looks like he honestly, like, God, how long ago was that? I think it was like 3 years ago, right? So the dude's my age, right? And he still looked like he was in high school. He still looked like he was in high school. And I'm like, yo, like, but, whatever. Oh, yeah, it was priceless. He's clobbered his freaking butt. Bang! Yep. Needs another weapon? Yep. Definitely does. Definitely needs another weapon. Screw it. He's already screwed by now anyway. God, I hope he doesn't have kids. Oh, God. If his parents raised him that way, like every 25 years beat his butt, yeah. Yep. Paddling, paddling his old man ass at 75. You ain't gonna make it to 75. Stupid shit he does, he'll be done before he's 50. Keep him humble. Yeah. Guy like that needs a shot collar. Mm-hmm. Or honestly, guarantee. Oh, his dinner was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. Yep. A little bit of recording issues. It wasn't doing its thing, which is weird, because It was, Michaela could watch a little bit of it, right? On her phone. And then you get on Twitch, or I get on Twitch and I look, and it wouldn't even show that. Like, it wouldn't even show that little bit. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, how is that a thing? How how can she be sitting on the iPad watching some of that stuff, but then when I go look at the footage, it doesn't even show any of the footage, right? Like, what the freaking heck is that crap? Stupid. I was being dumb and acting up. Who knows? Still shot taters. She was watching me walk around and everything on her phone, right? And then it froze on her phone. She's like, Daddy, it's not loading on my phone. Like, it's just sitting here. I'm like, yo, something's weird. Like, the Wi-Fi got weird too, right? Wi-Fi started getting weird. It kicked me off a connection and stuff too. Like, and before we did that, like, I had issues where she told me her computer shut down just before we said we were going to do that stuff, right? Because I asked her, and that was kind of oddly timed, right? Oddly timed that I would say I'm going to do a cooking stream, and then it kind of drops off, right? Seems weird. Seems weird. Definitely. It's kind of funny. It's funny. It's whatever. But yeah, dinner was great. So I don't know if you heard. So basically I took potatoes, cubed them up, boiled them a little bit, and then I put them in a pan with some bacon grease, butter. We have this. It's like a Morton salt, right? So it's called Nature Seasoning. I use that, a little bit of pepper, and then onion. So I just make home. That's how I make home fries. And then I took two thin cut um, New York strips that I had. They're on the one end of the New York strip that's really not the best flavor, right? Because the flavor changes as you go from one side of a New York strip to the other when you're cutting these into New York strip steaks. Um, whatever that piece of the beef is called, I don't know. I don't really care. I just know I buy it in bulk because it's cheaper to buy it in bulk. I'm not paying marked up prices for individually cut steaks because somebody else put their hands on it, right? But yeah, pan fried those up. Since they were thin, they cooked really quick. Um, and then pulled the steaks off. Had a little bit of the butter and olive oil on the pan still where I cooked the steak, so I threw some spinach on that with a little bit more butter, and then just kind of cooked them up real quick. Pulled those off, and that's what it was. It was really delicious. It was filling. Yep. So who knows? Who knows? I enjoyed it. Nick and McKenna. What's up, Nick and McKenna? How are you doing? Congratulations, you two. It's really sweet. I wish you guys the best. Yeah. New love. No problem. Anytime. What's up, Scorch? What you doing, man? Like snuck in all silent like incognito. It's like finish up my yoo-hoo. I don't get paid for that. Alright, I don't drink them that often anyway. And listening to this guy. Home putting stuff away. Oh yeah? Putting stuff away. Let's see, what is he putting away? Let me guess. Probably has some nunchucks. He's got to put away his sword, a fighting staff, ninja stars. Who knows what he's putting away? We don't want to know. Shh. It's a hard hat, right? It's a hard hat. We only dropped 3 I-beams today while I was out marshaling the construction crews. No one died. A couple people's cars got crushed in the process, but it'll be okay. Most of it'll buff out. I-beam going through windshield means nothing. It's pretty easy to fix. No, you work what, HVAC, isn't that what you said? So, but probably I'm getting this training on. I'm gonna go see if, I don't think I fit in it. I gotta think how tall I was when I took my stuff. I don't know. I might fit in them. Probably do, for the most part. I probably fit in them. Like, they're probably snug. Considering when I took it, I think I was probably like, God. You know, no, actually, I probably don't fit in them. Thinking about where I was would have been, God, I was like 5th grade, dude. That was like 5th grade. So it was like 5th to 6th grade, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I don't fit in them. There's no way I fit in them, right? Not at all. My belly'd be showing. Anti-stick. Stick on essentials are going. Lockdown possibly tomorrow, left alone. See, I-beam fell through my window. No. No. There's a dumb joke. Disregard. We'll move on. There is a shortage in Pennsylvania of Swedish fish right now. Maybe they've been hoarding them all. Right. So does that mean you don't have to go to work if you're going into lockdown? Oh, okay. Work is normal. I need to look up the, hold on. I need to look up this thing. They were, so back in 2 or 3 years ago, they were supposed to make this freaking get called in today was supposed to be off. That sucks, dude. Well, you got overtime, right? They give you overtime? Actually, there you go. Maybe you don't get screwed as bad as we do here. Basically, most of the time it's better not to work overtime because of how much they take out. So it's almost pointless because you really get screwed when you work overtime down here. You're better off probably just going to work in another freaking job somewhere. They pound you into the ground pretty good. And now I worked one place like forever ago, and I think if I worked 40 hours a week for 2 weeks, it was like almost $900. And if I worked 80 hours, bring home, if I worked 80 hours a week for 2 weeks, it was like barely $2,000. It wasn't that much difference by the time they took taxes and everything out. It was fucking worthless. Basically just killing yourself for the same fucking paycheck. Very minimal gain. It was kind of shitty. I did that for a month and a half, I think. About a month and a half. Yep, I worked double shifts. I would come in basically 4 hours before my shift, run a machine. Then I would go do quality work. Then after, I would go run a machine again. So, one, they benefited from having the quality guy there for 16 hours a day, right? What more could you ask for? Days over 9 days straight, it's not worth an extra few bucks. Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's not worth the money. Letting your body recharge is more worth it. Because quite honestly, the compensation of pay for working extensive hours past that is, it's not 1.5 times or whatever you get paid for overtime, right? It's not fucking worth it. February, I have to do that 15-hour days for 3 weeks. Not looking. Fuck that. Nope. Put all your money away, right? Save your money. Put down a down payment on a house. Maybe you'll find a woman. Get a prenup. Get a fucking prenup. There's. So, you weren't here the other day, Scorch. So I went to go get my fishing license, right? Still can't get it. Still screwed. It was terrible. I'm looking at houses about 5 hours from where I live. They are cheap, and the bank's apparently giving money away right now. Why 5 hours from where you live? Are you like done working? You got like so much money saved up, you're done? That's cool. Oh, they have some issues with something, their system. They wanted to update their system so the game commission's not. I don't know what they're doing. That's probably it's the 5th or 6th time I've gone to get a license and they're still not done. Still not ready. It's where my mom lives. Do they have like another division of your job, or are you going to change jobs when you move? Or is it the company that big that they have multiple branches? Could be a thing, right? Okay. Yep. Sweet, man. I can't. Oh, I was trying to do a cooking stream and I got frickin' screwed earlier. Stupid GoPro, man. This thing pisses me off to no end. To no end. I don't know what the hell's up with it, but it's so stupid. Did you know these things are made in China? These frickin' GoPros. Apparently the battery that too. Oh, you can be dead then. It's fine with me. Just found that out the other day. I can either install kitchen cabinets or work at Protocase. I don't know what Protocase is. I have a 3+ silver. I love it. Yeah. I have the 7 Hero. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. Like I'm about to go. I don't even I think this one's supposed to be waterproof, right? I don't think I trust putting it in the water. If it can't even keep a fucking signal, I don't want to put it in the water. I don't think it's waterproof. Right? Like, it makes custom enclosures, and they also make parts for, oh, custom enclosure. Yeah, I did that for a time. Worked for a company that made custom enclosures. Yeah. That was, yeah, next subject. Case should be waterproof. Well, I don't think the software is even freaking worked out on it. Like, maybe that's why they jumped right to the 8 and 9, because they were like, 7 didn't work, 8, 9, right? Because it's not, like, I'm about to, I don't even know how long, if it's got a freaking warranty. I haven't had it that long. I barely used it. Never dropped it. Well, maybe. But it's still been in its thing, right? It should be shockproof. That should have nothing to do with, it's had issues ever since I got it. I'm trying to keep a freaking signal. It's freaking stupid. Yeah. About to shoot it out of a cannon, man. Yeah. They're made to be dropped. I wonder if they're made to be shot at with a freaking rifle, because that's about what's going to happen to it. It's the only good use I see for it at this point. I'm trying to keep it connected. And the problem is they get so hot, right? So if you're in a cold environment, like, they're fine. Make a viral video. Make a viral. What, is shooting the crap out of it? Here you go, GoPro. Seconds before the bullet entered the lens. Slow motion, still shot. But it gets so hot, right? Like, the thing's an oven. When I'm done recording on this thing, especially if I do 4K, this thing, you could almost burn somebody. Like, I definitely wouldn't just nonchalantly accidentally drop it down my pants. So, I mean, it wouldn't go down my pants anyway, but like, I wouldn't put it anywhere tender, like your inner thigh or anything like that. Anything that's very heat sensitive, right? Because it's freaking hot. It's generating some heat. Um, yeah, it fell in lava. Oh, that's great. I mean, if you got it on record, but to stream on, no. This one, no. Or something. Maybe it's just my lovely state that I live in. Right? I don't think that's the thing either. I don't think it matters. Because quite honestly, if there's a cell phone that you're carrying and you're within like 10 fucking feet, right? There's no reason it should be doing bullshit. I didn't even know that they streamed. Yeah, yep. Yeah, they do. You can stream from it. I think the issue is I probably have still some asshat fucking with internet connection or something, because I only have that massive issue when I'm at home. If I'm away and not on my own internet, we were able to do it just fine, right? But the moment I come home and try and do it, then I have an issue. So I don't know. Could be. It happens, right? Apparently it happens to me. So I watched a guy drop one of these in, I think it was like Iceland or something like that. Guy's name's Tucker Gott, right? He does parasailing, or hold on, paragliding. Basically, it's like, or paramotoring, whatever you want to call it. It's a small Italian engine. It's a single cylinder Italian built engine with a 3 rotor, or is it 2 blade? I think it's 2 bladed. It's basically you strap a fan on your back, and then you have a parachute, right, that you can steer. It's pretty cool. So anyway, he dropped one from a good 100, 200 feet, and it landed, and someone went out and looked for it because they watched the footage and figured out kind of where it was. Like he tried to figure it out, but they couldn't find it. And yep, found it like a year later or something like that, whatever it was. So it's cool. That looks like fun though. I would say do that. Like when I'm ready to just say screw it all, right? Like they had the one dude that used to do stuff, the King of Random or whatever. He did that. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. That was a thing. It's got this weird freaking nose. I don't think it likes to go from warm to cold. Yo, man. I seen a vid. Drop it out of a Cessna plane. Oh, yeah. Man. I'm about ready to drop it out of a Cessna plane. Lands on a farm and a pig tries to eat it. Maybe that's what ought to happen. Right? Let a pig freaking eat it. Funny. It's like, it's just, I don't know. I like it. Like, I like to be able to control it from another device, right? Because then you can see the feed and make adjustments and stuff and whatever. It's pretty cool. Instead of the little tiny screen that's on it. Here, I put my trivial and it still works great. Yeah. I mean, before this, my brother bought one. The only thing we used it for was to check things underneath the car. We'd mount it, right? If we had like drive axle issue or binding issues, we'd mount it up underneath the car and then take the car and go do what we needed to and get the chassis to move around and diagnose stuff that way. That's really was the only use I had before with it. So when it doesn't have a screen on it. Oh. Okay. I mean, they're great for a diagnostic tool like that, though. Put it up underneath your vehicle, and especially if you're doing like off-road and stuff, right? Make sure your pinion angle doesn't kind of get like crazy out of whack, depending on what you're doing. Seeing if you can get it that far. To see what was blocking a well. There you go. Had to tape a light on that. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, somebody told me about that. I think somebody put one on, right? They had at one point somebody on here was talking to me, and they were somewhere out in Pittsburgh, and they were running a freaking conveyor, like some little robot thingy they built, right? That goes down this tunnel, and they had to send another one because the other one got stuck. And I'm like, well, what kind of thing is it on? They're like, oh, it's built out of tracks. And I'm like, why is it built that way? Why ain't it like adjustable arms that pin itself against the wall, like, right? So it can articulate and rotate to, I don't know, whatever. But something like that, right? What's up, viewers? How's it going? We're just kind of talking about GoPros right now and if we think they're any good or what we've used them on. If you can cook an egg on them, because I'm pretty sure that's all but possible, unless you're out in the winter somewhere, right? I don't know. So when you take this thing out in the cold, right, the screen on the front that shows all the information gets that weird crystally bluish thing to it, right? Looks like a freaking damn unicorn threw up on it. Gets that purpley rainbow stuff, right? I don't feel it really get that hot when it's outside, but it's finally winter here. What do you mean it's finally winter there? This thing will work great then. And you put these in a hot environment, GoPros just seem to like stop working. At least mine does. Maybe I have a faulty one. Maybe mine's faulty. It's one of the two. It's either faulty or someone messed with it, right? And continues to mess with it. It's mild, but tonight it's a bit cold. I don't know what temperature it is outside. It's pretty mild here. Not too bad. Right. Pretty decent. Rained all day. Freezing over. Awesome. That's the best part. As long as nobody else is driving around you. It's when you get the tires with the little spikes in them. Or can you guys not use those? Studded tires. Yeah. It's all fine and dandy till you land on your bum. Then what? Then you wish you were driving your car instead. Yeah, like, I guess he's gonna be like my ex-father-in-law, right? Isn't that what they are? I guess if your ex-wife is your ex-father-in-law, right? Is that a thing? Do they call him your my ex-father? Yeah, I guess it's the thing, right? Um, he went roller skating with the kids once. Fell down. He had to get um, hip surgery soon after. Like it messed him up. Like I love my father and my father-in-law, ex-father-in-law, whatever you want to call it. He's a cool dude. He really is. Like him and me are like two peas in a pod. That's why we kind of were told we can't hang out because we get into trouble. Because we're always. I think I was told. I've been told by a lot of people. Um, when the dude hangs out with me, they're like, "What did you do to him?" He's like, "He's doing some dumb stuff now." I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, "You ruined him. What'd you do to him?" I'm like, "I don't know, just doing what I normally do." Right? So I had this thing um, where where was it? I was like going out and I had a buddy that was helping me and I had this bag, right? And it was like an old olive drab bag and we would just throw tools in, right? It was just it was kind of like a laundry bag, basically. You know what I'm talking about? Like a drawstring. And I'd be like, okay, we need this. And I just throw it all in there, just whatever. And then I go do the job, right? And we get done with the job and we put it all back and whatever. And then I come back and I put it back in the shop. And I got tired of it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, it's a fucking bag of wonders. So I literally asked my daughter, I'm like, here, take this bag, write the bag of wonders on the side of it, and let it be. I think I did that before I had him help me though. Anyway, I'm like, hey man. So when we would get to a job site, I'd be like, dude, go grab the bag of wonders and let's knock this job out real quick. And he's like, yes, the bag of wonders, right? I forget where he's from in Canada. I think it's Quebec, right? Is where he's originally from. So he's like saying it in his, he's got like a French, you know, French Canadian accent. And it's so funny to me. He's like, yes, the bag of wonders. It was just our like inside joke to show up to places, and people would instantly be like, oh, I was born in. Oh, okay. They'd be like, what the fuck are they talking about? What is this bag of wonders, right? They get all like, and I'm like, oh yeah, you just reach real deep, and before you know it, you can pull just about any tool you can think of out of this fucking bag, right? Then we just stick our arm in there, and here it is. It's a whole goddamn saw or whatever, you know, because I knew what I needed to do the job, so it was already in the bag. But it was, I don't know, it was pretty comical. And when we would leave, he'd throw it around his back like frickin' Santa, and we'd just be done with it. Do you still have the bag of wonders? I have to look, because it got a hole in it, right? And you can't have a bag of wonders with a hole in it. It kind of sucks. So I know I want to, eventually I want to make a new one, because it's funny. It's a funny joke to mess with people when you go out to do a serious job. And especially sometimes you'll have like, um, if it's heavier things, every once in a while they'll give you a guy to help you lift things. And it's nice to be like, hey man, can you pass me that bag of wonders there? There should be a wrench in it. And they're like, dude, what? A bag of what? Bag of wonders. That one right there. The look on their faces, it's freaking priceless. Those were the days. It's like, dude, everything. Everything's in that bag. Anything you can think of. It's kind of like a never ending bag of amazing items. Yeah, I would do one job, right? Sometimes, and then they would be like, oh, can you check this out too? And I'd be like, I don't know if I have the right tool for that. Let me check out my, yeah, impact gun. Let me reach deep into the bag of wonders and see what we can find. See if we can find something to mend that for you. Oh, I was such a jokester. I don't even take it. Like, I take the job seriously, but I like to just mess with people while I'm doing it. Nothing's more funny than, like, um, I don't do that normally, but every once in a while, like at home, I'll definitely do the just got electrocuted thing. That's freaking priceless, right? That is absolute money ticket. I don't recommend doing it if someone has heart issues or anything. You might give them a heart attack, but it is pretty funny. It really is hilarious. Had a really unreliable car at one point, and I had a garage full of tools in the trunk. Yeah, I think everyone's been there, man. At least, like, on our end, right? On our end, we've been there. Definitely. Yeah. Man, you missed it earlier. Earlier we were, ouch, talking about bullies getting their ass paddled at school. It was pretty funny, but you can watch it another time. Never gonna buy an '01 Civic ever again. Hmm. Been two drives at first, I think. Right? Like, if this freaking thing's driving me nuts. Where is it? Get this out of here. If they don't maintain it, it's gonna fall apart. I've had people show up for oil changes with half a quart of oil in their Honda Civic. And I'm like, what is this? Like, how much oil did you put in last time the oil was changed? They're like, oh, I filled it up. I've also had cars brought to me that didn't run. And the reason why they didn't run is because they filled it up to the top of the dipstick with oil. It's happened before too. Only once, I think. Only once that I can remember. I think my brother's had the same problem, right? Somebody overfilled it. Can only change it when it's empty. Yeah. Yo, he drove it like 35 miles to my other shop to have it freaking changed. And I'm like, when he showed up, I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, I knew it was low. I'm like, I wouldn't even drove it like that. Like, there ain't no way. Like, it almost makes me want to, like, not throw up inside, but it hurts me. Like, it puts me in pain to see someone put a motor in that kind of under. Yeah, yeah, it is worse than under. You'll definitely break some stuff. hmm There's only one thing you overfill. That is a Boston cream pie donut. Should always have extra custard in it. Yeah. Oh, that's right. She told me. She's telling you, Scorch. That's what that message is for you. You're welcome. Of. Hmm. Did I miss something? What did I miss? Oh, you guys are confusing the shit out of me. I'm gonna look this way for a second and drink more water. Mm-hmm. So, dude. White cheddar crackers. I thought you were supposed to touch the microphone. Whatever that was. How do you not gain weight eating crackers and Swedish fish? I don't know. PFM. Sorry. Yes, it is good. Right? It's freaking delicious. Mm-hmm. Would you like a bite? Don't buy crackers because I'll eat all of them. Yeah. Oh, you give me a can of like Cheese Whiz, man. Not Cheese Whiz. Actually, Cheese Whiz doesn't come in a can. These multigrain crackers are good too. Crackers and cheese. That would be like 900 pounds. All but 900 pounds. Spray cheese? Like spray paint? Or like the cheese that comes in a can like this? That's not Zippo stuff. Like that cheese can. Right? And it has a little nozzle on the end of it, and you like squeeze the nozzle. You squirt the cheese on your crackers. Squirt cheese. Yes. Squirt cheese is delicious. Yep. Sometimes if my cholesterol drops too low, I hook that up into like a beer helmet device and drink from two of them. One white cheddar, one regular sharp cheddar, just to bump it back up a notch. I used to put peanut butter on them. Yeah, peanut butter's good. Well, if you're doing the whole weightlifting thing or trying to bulk up and stuff, I'd definitely be doing the peanut butter thing. That'd be cool. Peanut butter. Dude. See, they have a little plug on the bottom of them, right? I think it's removable. I wonder if you can fill it with peanut butter. I mean, for a little bit it's going to come out peanut butter and cheese because you can't get all the cheese out. What if you had peanut butter in a can like that? It'd have to be warm. It'd have to be a little more liquid than normal to flow through the can. But it'd be like peanut butter on demand, right? I don't have peanut butter in the house. Why? Just because you have peanut butter doesn't mean you have to put it on bread. You give me straight out of the freaking jar. Just don't let it touch the roof of your mouth. Why? Well, scoop it into a bowl first, right? Like take a bunch of scoops of peanut butter out and it's really good. Dribble a little honey in it. Yeah, anything. You can do whatever. You could add cinnamon to it, right? Because they make cinnamon peanut butter now. Make your own cinnamon peanut butter, honey peanut butter. See, never mind. Scorch, maybe you're doing it all wrong, brother. Maybe you ought to sneak a jar of peanut butter into the bedroom. Because peanut butter takes a little more work to get off the skin. Oh, I just eat steak and pork chops for the protein. Yeah. Takes a little more effort, right? Gotta dig deep. No, no. I'm not telling you to put it in anything. That's happened before. That's gross. There's a couple stories about weird things like that. We're not going to go there. I don't have a dog. Whipped? What? A dog? What do you need? What's a dog get involved for? Whipped cream was as far as I would go. New topic. Not it. Ah, freaking crap. Um. New topic. Damn, dude. Did we ever finalize your, No, we'll move to my stuff, I guess, right? I'll mute it when I chew. Sorry. It's not candy. It's not candy. It's a freaking Cheeto, dude. It's a freaking Cheeto. It's not candy at all. Maybe to some people, the flavor of cheddar in their mouth just makes it that much better. Whatever. You don't want to hear me crunching on freaking Cheetos. That's not a thing. They're just really good. I just want to find the ones that have all the cheese on. And I'm just going to leave all the ones that don't have the cheese on in the bag. Because that's how I work. You ever do that? When you dig in, you open a bag, you're like, ooh, I want that chip right there. Right? And you avoid all the other ones. And you continue to do it. And then open the bottom of the bag, all the cheese falls down. Oh, I know, I wait till the end. That's the best part. Yep. Last time I did that and dumped the rest of the bag in my mouth, I had a panic attack and dropped to the floor. So much cheddar just smacked me in my face so hard I didn't know what to do. I was running around in circles for hours. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Oh, yeah. That's always the best part of the bag. So they had these cheese puffs in Florida where they would change the outside of the wrapper like this darker orange color, and it made the cheese puffs look like they had more cheese on them. And they didn't. I was a little irritated about that. I feel like I've seen that name before, but I've never, I don't know. They're so good, very salty. Hawkins Cheesies? What is that? Maybe. Maybe it's only a Canadian thing. Maybe. So if they sent them down here, would they cost us double the price? Is that what it is? When you buy a book, is it double the Canadian price or is it double the US price? I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about? Like they put little price differences up. You would pay less probably. Probably right. What? If you shipped it from you guys to us, we'd probably pay more for it.
Mm-hmm.
Our money ain't worth more. Our money ain't worth crap. U.S. dollar is not worth anything unless something changed. Something changed. Not like everybody else's dollar is worth more than ours. Okay, there you go. Why is that a thing? Like it'll forever always be that difference? Maybe it was when it was printed. Right? Is there a loophole around that? If the Canadian dollar becomes worth more than the US dollar, could you do some switcheroo stuff with the books? That's funny. Just to go, that's like the Marylanders coming to Pennsylvania to buy stuff because it's cheaper. That's the thing. the messed up part about that is people from Maryland make more money than people in Pennsylvania, and they still come up here to buy stuff, so they get double the thing. And you wonder why they have so much money or stuff. Those guys buy Alaska. I know a guy. I would give it to you, but it's not mine to give away. It's almost Canadian. Yeah, anyway. Right? It's above the border. Mm-hmm. You went Hawaii? Thing almost burnt down last, what was it, a couple years ago. I don't want anything that catches on fire. Mm. I said, yeah, they're used to fighting forest fires, right? That's some intense stuff when everything around you is flammable. What about the Canadian Mounties? Do they still exist? Is that a thing still? The guys in like the red suits with the hat thing, that stuff? Is that what all the cops look like in Canada, or is that not? We have crazy forest fires. Yeah. Honestly, we never hear about your forest fires. I don't think I've ever pet with a moose. Pet with a pet moose. What? With a pet moose? Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you did have a pet moose. You're right. Yes, we. Yes, me have met the Mounties. Yes, me have the Mounties. But they only wear the red on it. Oh, darn it. Okay. Oh, you can't change it now. We're gonna delete that. There. There was somebody. Sorry, Squirt. It's funnier this way. Yes, me have the Mounties. It's funny. I like it. It worked out better that way. Is Rocky and Bullwinkle, is that a Canadian cartoon show? Or not? Is it? Maybe it is. It should be. Kind of feels, I don't know if you could say it feels Canadian. I guess that would be wrong, right? To have lived in America all your life and be like, it feels Canadian. Feels like a brisk Canadian air blowing through the trees. Sometimes when Rocky flies around and comes over the camera, I want Bullwinkle to take a giant tennis racket and just clobber that squirrel. Or whatever he is. I think he's a flying squirrel. What, Rocky and Bullwinkle? Yeah. What cartoons do they make in, what cartoons are Canadian? Hmm. Yvonne of the Yukon? That's... Really? Yvonne of the Yukon. Hmm. What is that? Is that a chick or a dude? I assume it's a dude. What's he do? What's it about? Is it similar to anything? Like, how comes you guys, like if you've heard of Rocky and Bullwinkle, how comes I've never heard of freaking that stuff? How do you hear about our cartoons, but we don't hear about your stuff? I don't understand that. Frozen in ice. It's a 17th century French explorer that got frozen in ice. Huh. Sounds like some Adult Swim stuff. I could almost see it like in a Rick and Morty type spiel, right? Those are American. What? They are? All our channels are American? Well, I mean, you live in North America. If it was made now, it would be too offensive. Oh, really? They don't make it anymore? Probably. Yvonne of the Yukon. So, they stopped 15 years ago. 15 years ago? It was a cartoon? Oh. maybe 20 years now. That's not the last time you guys made a cartoon, though. Is it? Like, it's kind of funny. You're like, all of our channels are American. Canada's been slowly stealing all of our cable channels. What does that even mean? What is syndicated? This is new wordage for me. I can't remember. Haven't seen it on any channels in a long time. Reruns on cable. Oh, that's what syndicated means? Reruns on cable? Ugh. Nobody likes reruns. Yeah, I didn't know that's what that meant. That's some next level stuff. Shows how much I watch TV. I still watch Seinfeld reruns. Oh, that stuff was funny. Like, I kind of found some of it funny, like, when I was a kid. Like, I liked it. It's definitely quirky. Like, that should be cool, right? Like, to live by a bunch of friends and do stupid shit like that all the time. So which one of the... Damn, which one am I? If you had to be one of the four, right? Which one are you in the Seinfeld bunch? Or wait, no, it's five, right? There's five people. Five mains, right? The chick, Jerry, George. I don't know what the chick's name is. Elaine. Is that right? You'd be George Costanza. I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. So I'd be Larry David. Who's Larry David? Elaine. Yes, I was rid of that. What's the freaking Cosmo? Is that what his name is? Cosmo's the tall dude. Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld made Seinfeld. Oh. I couldn't. I don't know what Curb is. I've never heard of it. Cosmo Kramer. Okay. Cosmo is for it. I don't know. I kind of lean toward both of them. I kind of lean partially to Jerry and like partially to Cosmo. Like I'm like probably like a weird mix of both. A few episodes. Just good. You want to be Newman? Is that what the is was? I'd want to be Newman. Newman was freaking nuts. He's freaking absolutely. That's what the last one. That's the five, right? That's like the five leads. What's up, Rusting? How's it going? Like the five leads were those ones. Newman was like weird. He kind of reminds me of the one dude from like Office Space. He's like, "Have you seen my stapler?" That dude. Good, good. You pretty good. He's a great actor. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, in a really weird, creepy way. He definitely nailed the creep factor. 100%. Like, I don't think I could actually talk to the real dude in person, right? Like, that's how well he acted that role out. I don't think I could actually have a conversation with the guy in person and take him seriously and not think he was gonna go like crazily, like diabolically thinking about something. Yeah, it's been going pretty good tonight. Just talking about randomness. Been relaxing on this beautiful Sunday night, which was Saturday earlier till I changed the wordage. I do that just in case anybody's living in the past. Frank Costanza was a great side character. Frank Costanza. That was the old dude, right? He played in other shows too. Wait, cause yeah, didn't George's dad, and then his mom was like the little, yeah, the whiny one. Yeah, the whiny one. He was in King of Queens. That's what it was. Yep, yep. That's where I remember him from. Yeah, I knew he played on one more recent. Yeah, I like him. He's got that voice. Like, you know that voice, right? Ben Stiller's dad. Is it really Ben Stiller's dad? Serenity Now. What is Serenity Now? Jerry Stiller. Jerry Stiller. That's right. Yeah, because it was like Jerry Seinfeld, but not. I don't understand the whole Serenity Now thing. What is that? Is that a show? We'll keep moving. Probably dropped the ball there somewhere. His catchphrase. Oh, okay. That I didn't remember. Serenity Now. Hmm. Yep. I don't know. Just not really. God, it's probably been years. I think really the last time I watched TV stuff, like cable, was probably when they changed. Is it the Speed Channel now? They changed the name of it. It was named something else before it was named the Speed Channel. I don't know if somebody else bought it or something. I didn't like the fucking way they did it. It was named something before that. What was it named? I think it is right now, right? It's the Speed Channel? You don't know? Wrestling? God, what was it? It was like, wasn't that long ago. I guess it was that long ago. I guess it was like 10 years now. Something. Anyway, it was good. Before that, I went to the Speed Channel, and it kind of like got weird. Don't watch much TV or many movies. Yeah, that's cool. I don't either. Yeah. Do other things for the most part. Do you want to insert a topic, Resting? I only watch the news or A&E on A&E. Isn't that like old cart? Isn't that like old stuff? Like freaking Wyatt Earp and stuff? A&E. Or like lower budget movies? No, just keep going with this topic, alright? Like lower budget movies? It's like Show Hoarders and The First 48. Yeah, it's lower budget stuff. I'd never heard of it. Right. I'm a crime show. You are. Do you know why? Because deep down inside, every woman is secretly a killer. Women love fucking crime shows for some reason. Crime shows, murder mysteries, CSI. Yeah. That kind of stuff. That really freaks a dude out, right? It's kind of weird. Like, wondering if they're secretly plotting. They're trying to figure out ways to get rid of bodies. 48 is it's the best real crime show. Yeah. It's the best real crime show. Don't know. If there's any like sitcom show that I really, really enjoyed. Like, because I can't sit down and watch stuff like that. Like, I could binge watch anime, but I can't do that stuff. It's kind of like, I like that they brought back Unsolved Mysteries on. I guess some of that's alright. I really didn't get like the X-Files when I was a kid. Like the early X-Files. I had no clue what the fuck was going on. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Schitt's Creek. Never heard of it. Nope, never heard of it, not even once. I hated that show. I hated that show. Schitt's Creek is hilarious. Never heard of it. I don't know why you would call it Schitt's Creek. Nope, I've never even seen it. Watched the first episode and didn't like it. Huh. I love Eugene Levy. I don't know who that is. Up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Pretty much. Hmm. It's a thing. trying to think what SCTV. You, David ringtone. What is that? What is that? I'm gonna sound like a fucking nerd, but the only thing I've been watching recently is National. No, I like that stuff. That stuff's interesting to me. See, I like National Geographic, like documentaries. Like I can get into that stuff, right? That stuff's cool to me. Like stuff I can later use, possibly. God forbid I'm stuck in like a remote desert somewhere. I don't know what stuff to stay away from. Like that kind of stuff is useful information, right? They wanted to charge me $10 on my bill. Oh, that's because you're in Canada. Maybe. What's up? How's it going? Um, but yeah, like they had the one that's like Blue. Is it Blue Planet or whatever? Do they have Morgan Freeman do the voice on that or something? That's pretty good. Like a lot of that stuff is just beautiful scenery and like really well placed shots. BBC Earth ones, yeah. Any of that stuff. It lets you kind of like cheaply put yourself in another country and see the kind of cool stuff they have there. Or like in the ocean without actually having to get in the ocean and get eaten by a shark. That stuff's pretty wild. Watching Drain the Oceans, it's really fascinating. Drain the Oceans? I guess that's a new one. We're just talking about shows right now. Basically, like we started with like sitcoms and stuff, and we're just talking about things we enjoyed watching on TV. If we enjoyed watching stuff on TV, um, some of us don't, some of us do. I think everybody does enjoy one or two shows. Okay. Yeah, I don't pay for internet. I don't pay for the cable. So I don't, unfortunately, I miss out on things like that. I don't even do the Netflix thing anymore. I don't think that comes in anymore. Pretty sure I shut that off. It's like get Netflix for a little bit and then wait a year, come back, and see if they've put any new stuff on. Right? The wealth at the bottom of the oceans? Yeah, I guess. I guess there's some wealth there, right? Gotta find somebody to buy it. I'm sure there's people to buy it. I'm sure there is a lot of stuff buried in the bottom of the ocean, though. Like, it's even random rings. I mean, you go to the ocean and walk on the beach, people run the metal detectors and stuff and find rings and stuff. Yeah. Well, obviously, you're going to be doing it in a submarine, most of these places. Right? But even around docks, right? It's a little mucky. But people drop rings off their fingers at docks. Would love to explore shipwreck. If you didn't have to dive, well then get a little get a little camera on a little remote freaking submarine and do it that way, right? Send that down there and you just sit up with like little goggles on and like drive this little thing. I'm sure that's going to be next, right? We have these things that float in the air. What do you call them? It's not in my head right now. The stupid things with the four blades that everybody keeps buying, right? Ah, darn it. Yeah, these high technology sonars scan submarines that can detect things. Yeah. Yeah, because of the steel and everything and wood, all of it sends a different signal when it bounces back. Regular ship let me go through it docked. The Titanic. Probably. Most of them are remote now. No, I get it. No, I totally understand. I understand the concept on the submarine and how they scan it. They're basically just sending sonar downwards instead of um, forwards, but it's a different type. Um, yeah, 'cause the whole, what do they call those things, right? That are like, you know what I'm talking about? Things that everybody flies around. I can't remember what the name is right now. People race these things. It's just, I'm drawing a drones, yes, drones. Yeah. So I made the comment before with my brother. I'm like, yo, let's get one of these drones and like fly it from my house to your house, right? I'm like, that way when I need one of these tools, like I'm like, hey man, can I get a tool? We'll program it, right? And I'll just tell it to like go to your house with the GPS thing, right? And he's like, I don't think you can do that, dude. It's like illegal as fuck to do that because we only own so much airspace. And I'm like, oh, are you serious? And then like they started doing that crap, right? People started doing it. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Well, they probably got freaking whatever, but I talked about that to my brother like freaking years ago, and he shot me down. He's like, "No, you can't do that, man, 'cause you only own like 50 feet in the air above your house. The rest of it's not your space, right? So when you buy a house, you only own like 50 feet above your house. The rest of the airspace is not yours, right? That's why like you can't sit there and yeah, it's something like that. Now it may change depending on where you live, but you must have heard about it somewhere. We can use drones within 9 kilometers of the airport. I believe it. Yeah, I believe that. But like, I was telling my brother, I'm like, yo, I'm so done with this electric shit. Like, solar's not gonna work for me. Like, I'm just gonna put up a fucking windmill. He's like, you can't do it. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, because of the airspace thing. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, yeah, you're right. Because the township would be like, yo, take that thing down. He'd be like, no free electricity for you. No free electricity for you. You better believe if I had his place, like, remotely, like some farmland, I'm putting in freaking stuff. Like, it's gotta have water, running water somewhere near it that's mine. You can make things off of that. Freaking, nope, no more electric company. I'll do it myself. Then it's 100% green. is government owned, so we legally can't be off grid. It's what? You can't be off grid? That's messed up. I don't like that. Legally can't be off grid. What does it matter? Need a hydro hookup. I mean, not if you have a well. If you have a well, you don't need to have a water hookup, right? That's what I think. So like, because you can, and the nice thing about that is you don't have to run a pump all the time. It pumps it once, you put it in a tank, goes through a bladder system, through all your other stuff, and it's done. It's like $30 a month. For what? What is water is? And we need to pay a minimum for electricity. Minimum power? That's weird. $30 electric bill would be cool though. I think you have a refrigerator plugged in. That's $30 a month. Right? Just a refrigerator. I thought you were going to tell me your water bill is $30 a month. I was about to move. My water bill ain't no freaking $30 a month. Bill is $50. What? That's it? Oh no, dude. No, no, no. Not even freaking close. Not even close. I don't think I've ever had just a $50 electric bill. Yeah. Do you think that's low fate? What do you think, Resting? What do you think, $50? That's like not even, like, do you turn on your lights at all? That's really low. I mean, you're one dude. I pay $400 every 3 months for water. What? $400 for 3 months of water? Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. I pay half of that for 3 months. No, absolutely not. We don't have a freaking, I'd be like, you better put a damn meter on here and I'm paying for what I'm using. Screw that. You're getting screwed on that one. Yeah, but I don't use AC. Well, yeah, you live in Canada. You don't really need AC. My electric ran 150. Yeah, yeah, at least 150. Like in the US, it's going to be 150. Yours is around 110. Yeah. Yeah, I live in a town, not a city, so we pay the max amount. That doesn't. I don't get that. Who's that get paid to? Does that get paid to the town? Cause that's freaking insane, man. For water, I'd be like, you know what? Just turn it off. Um, like I'll go buy freaking gallon jugs of water. It'd be cheaper. I live alone. Power. I don't have to leave the lights on. Indiana. Okay. There's a lucky guy. It's the only place they took Formula One, right? Indianapolis. The money goes to the closest city. It's still too much for water, brother. That's way too much. You're one dude. You're one dude. There's no way it should be $400 a month. There's somebody. Oh, hell no. Yeah, you need to move. Yep. You need to move somewhere. Take that into consideration when you move. And be like, I want a fucking well. I'm not paying for it. I pay for the maintenance to fix the pump and the bladder tank and whatever stuff I have to do. And the water tastes so much better than city water. It's insane. Something in the water. City water's never been very good. I've always liked well water. So much more refreshing. In the summer with AC, it's 250 plus. Yep, I agree to that. I agree with that. It's 250 plus. See, if you live in Florida, your electric bill's always whatever, or you just, I don't know, you kind of adapt though. Like some people don't run the AC. Well, they're never really home to worry about running the AC. We are right next to the reservoir, so the water is good. I have to run the AC. Yeah. I mean, some people are hot boxes. Gets up to 95 in the summer here. Yeah. See, I cheated a little bit, right? So in the summertime, what I do is I'll like crack windows and stuff. Now there's obviously like August, September when it's always hot. Even at night it's hot. That doesn't work. But pre those times, right, where you're getting your spikes of like 87s and stuff like that, at night I let the cold air come in, right, and it kind of cools the entire house down. And then I shut everything up, and then it stays cool, and I don't have to turn the AC on till like lunch or 1 or 2 o'clock, right? Because I made the whole house cold. Now if I'd left the windows shut, it'd only be cold in those rooms that I have the AC, and potentially other parts of my home are still hot because they've absorbed that heat through the day. Overuse AC. When I have company, overuse AC. Yeah. When you have company, overuse AC. Oh, you don't. Scorch don't like his girls to be dripping. It's like, oh, let me get that off your forehead. Well, there you go, Scorch. So, if you bring a chick home, right, and you don't want her to stay there, just don't turn the AC on, right? That would have probably helped you get rid of your crazy ex. I'm gonna head out, but I have a good rest of the night stream. Good night, resting. Hope you sleep good. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that's what you should have did. It would have like kept you away from like craziness and stuff, right? It should have been like, look, we don't have AC anymore. It's gone. And you would have been a free man. Because since she was mooching off of you, right? It's like I moved her in. I thought it was O'Day, and she stayed. It was November. She was over. She had the heat cranked. Oh. I can't do the heat cranked thing. Like, I like it to be cold enough that you can snuggle, right? Because if it's like 70, you're not touching me. Like, don't touch me because I'm freaking too hot already. I can't sleep if it's that hot. Well, I guess if you're fully unclothed, then it's not too bad, but with clothes on, I can't sleep in 70 degrees. I like it cold. I wear a sweater. You wear a sweater to sleep? Or just to walk around? Fate, I'm comfy at 58. Made it rhyme. I like it colder. You can always put a blanket on. I kind of like putting a blanket on sometimes, like sitting on the couch and just throwing a blanket on. Like, it's not deathly cold. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, I can't feel my toes. Freaking, like, it's not that cold. But you'd be surprised what, like, just a few degrees reduction does to your bills. Like, it's huge, right? Like, it's freaking huge. Right now, I don't have a heat on. It's -6 outside. Yeah, me either. I've been talking in here for so long, it's warmed the room up. All this hot air. That's how I heat my house. Or at least this room. Right. Chilled is best. Yeah, chilled is. Definitely is. Like fireplaces are nice too. Like, 'cause it kind of keeps the house warm, but it's not so like everywhere, right? Like, it's just that spot. 20 is room temp. Is this room? 20 is room. It's like if you get cold, you get up, you go walk over to the fireplace for a little bit. You warm up, you go somewhere else. One, it keeps you mobile, keeps you up and moving. So you're not like a couch potato. Two, I like watching things burn. Like, I always mess with fire a lot. Like, I'm such a firebug. I like burning things. Like the whole furnace thing and like melting metal and stuff is like, I just love the way it all glows. I am a pyro. I've been a pyro ever since like I was young, right? I was a kid that would, when they put those flares on the road, right, for accidents and stuff? Well, where I lived in the country, there's a lot of windy roads, so they would like put those flares up, and when they're done with them, they'd like snuff them out and then throw them on the side of the road. Well, I would go get them, and then I would cut them open and make other flares from them, right? Rewrap them, dry it out. Well, you dry it out, rewrap a tube, pack it, you make your own flare. It burns a little faster because it's not so compact, but it was fun. Let me experiment a little bit. I think I started doing that when I was like 12. And I got ruined when I went to Myrtle Beach once with my buddy, um, his parents had to take his sister to like some place, some artsy freaking college thing. I don't know if she's gonna be like an interior decorator or something. I don't remember what it was. Just no, it was like art college something. Um, and when we went down there, we stopped at like they call it like south of the border or whatever, right? And they have like fireworks and stuff. And we came back, we had fireworks that you're not supposed to have in Pennsylvania, or at that point you couldn't have in Pennsylvania. Those are crazy. We used to steal the phosphorus from the chemistry lab and watch it light up. Phosphorus. You mean, hold on. Phosphoric. Phosphorus. There would ignite it. Okay. See, I wonder what's in phosphoric acid because it's probably just part of it. That stuff's nasty though. Isn't phosphorus what makes... It's a different one. It starts with a P. Makes things glow in the dark. I thought it was. There's something else that does that too. I don't think it's phosphorus though. I thought it was like... starts with a C. Seal. It's silver colored too. Cesium? Is it not plutonium? You ever watch them do that? You ever see a video of them pulling the rods out and watch the glow that comes off of those things? That's crazy. Like, that's some crazy stuff. You can almost feel it. Tracer rounds are coated in phosphorus. It's beautiful. It's like a bluish, like, beautiful but deadly. Beautiful but deadly. Something like that. Right. Okie doke, Scorch. Sweet dreams. Hope you sleep good. I need to stuff my face for a little bit. Kinda hungry. Thanks for stopping by. It is 12:40 on a Sunday. GoPro. Yeah, I should probably definitely jump off, get some rest. So, hope y'all take care. Later. Sweet dreams. Where you want to stay up? You want to keep talking? We can keep talking. If you want to keep talking, we can keep talking for a little bit. Till 1. It's up to you. Not it. I gotta come up with a subject though. Let me use the restroom and then I'll be right back. I don't know what. I don't know how we got on the whole phosphorus thing though. Like, that was some next level stuff there. Didn't quite understand all that. I didn't think it was phosphorus though. I thought it was something else, like CCM or something like that does that stuff, right? It has to come, you have to keep it in a glass container. Then it bursts into whatever. It's a lot of fun. Maybe this summer I'll run the furnace and do some aluminum castings when I need to do it. I only make them when I need to though. Like, it's kind of pointless just doing them for whatever. I can't really think. I know I need to look up some spots. Don't think my daughter has school tomorrow, from what she said. So I don't know if I call her or call the freaking. Definitely call in Walmart, see if they have that fishing license before I drive there. I'm pretty still not gonna have it. Maybe they're slowly trying to whittle it down. Kidding. So what'd you eat for dinner tonight? It is a holiday. What holiday is it? It's a holiday? Tomorrow's a holiday? Is it? I didn't know that. What is it, June? 18th. Today's a holiday. Martin Luther King Day. Oh. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. I miss that day. I miss Columbus Day. I miss Labor Day. I miss all of them. Like, I just, I don't pay attention to that stuff. Turkey, taters. I only pay attention to the days, yeah, that have turkey and taters. Those holidays, for the most part. Yeah. All these other Donut Day. I think False Nut Day comes up in February. I like donuts though, so I think it's February. Isn't it like the first day in February? What? I like donuts. Certain donuts. Can't be dry, right? Never want to bite into one and it tastes like a sponge. Sucks some moisture out of your mouth. Like slightly undercooked. Boston cream pie day. Yeah. Light on the chocolate. That's blocked. I guess it is. I guess it is. Oh my gosh. Yep, cream pie is definitely blocked. Boston cream pie. Extra custard. Yes, please. They're so good. I don't know why they don't like. I feel like they should take a spoon and like make more space so they can fill those donuts up with more custard. Right, that'd be good. I need to do groceries. That's what I probably should do tomorrow. Okie doke. Sweet dreams. Yeah. Unpack it. Pack it up. Sounds like a good plan. Just ran out of steam. Good night. So